Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. Markets are still kind of, I say dynamic in that we've got the Dow. It always does that. Got the Dow pretty much moving sideways down right now. Very indecisive, but you can see it's not going down with any great force. You had a kind of a shooting star, inverted hammer, doji. Tells you it's indecisive and it's just below the T line. Whereas the NASDAQ, we can see very clearly, well, for crying out loud, very clearly the fact that there was a JHOOK pattern right smack dab off the 50-day moving average. A strong implication from that point that we were going to be in a uptrend, same magnitude as this move right here. So still looks like there's still upside in the NASDAQ stocks and kind of drifting in the Dow. So this doesn't make any sector specifically strong, but it makes some of the patterns very strong. The JHOOK bobble pattern is got some very good setups, and the fry pan bottom. So you can see in ELOS, this is a JHOOK pattern that once it came up through the 50, the important aspect for identifying a pattern is look where it couldn't close. They couldn't close this below the T line. You can see the JHOOK pattern, and especially when it comes out of a fry pan bottom, we call this the classic pattern because the prerequisite for a JHOOK pattern is a strong price move. The expected results coming out of a fry pan bottom pattern is a strong price move. We call this the classic because it's very often this combination will work together. So we're seeing that, and also an ATRO, which means Morningstar signal, JHOOK pattern, classic pattern setup. There's an extremely high probability that wave 3 is now in progress. Even more dynamic is a bobble pattern, which is merely a JHOOK pattern that has a definite resistance level and a definite breakout level. So it becomes more relevant because we can see on our patterns the T line is acting as support, but nobody has the T line on their chart. Everybody else is watching to see what's happening here at the 50. So we can see how it's setting up with the fact that it's not allowing the price to close below the T line. And now as it comes back up through the 50 a second time, a JHOOK pattern, but more pronounced because everybody and their brother who's watching to see if it's going to break through the 50 is now jumping in. We also know the cradle pattern is a flat series of dojis followed by, here's your headboard, there's your bed, there's your footboard, a cradle pattern usually hanging down between two trends. Expectation, very strong price move. And that's why we recommended Halo this week. You can see the flat bed, the headboard, the footboard, and 2 + 2, meaning the more pieces of evidence you can put on your analysis that there's a reversal. In this case, look where the flat trading occurred, right smack dab on the 200. What's our expectation? That kind of a scoop cradle. Look for a slingshot effect to the upside. So as long as the NASDAQ continues to trade steadily higher, expect more upside and expect the patterns to work very effectively. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.